What is going on, everybody? We are back at it with another stream, but this one is supposed to be a monthly one. I guess it's bi-monthly now because we missed November. But Farmer or Fighter, back at it yet again. Hello, hello, hello. This is a stream that people consistently ask for and that I consistently not deliver on, but at least today we will be delivering. We will be streaming this Farmer Fighter with you guys, and the guests that we have today, some familiar names, some familiar kingdoms, but you know, it's always good to have the old homies here. Let me go ahead and introduce you guys over to, we got Jeanzy and Bus Driver from 3092, which is, I guess, the second iteration of 2268. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, there you go, there you go. I appreciate you guys for coming onto the stream. Let me go, or being on the stream. Apparently, I learned from 960 you have to really change your word choices because people clip you out of context. But I appreciate you guys for being on the stream with us.
Now that you put that out, this shit. Never coming out on the stream again.
Yeah, never coming out on the stream ever again on this channel. But I appreciate you guys for being on the stream. I guess we could go ahead and start off with who you guys are, you know, what kingdom you're from, introductions, and then we could start off with Jeanzy here, the new face on the stream.
Hey, thanks for having me. So, I'm one of the newer migrants that came to 3092. I didn't come with the group from 2268, so I don't know any of the guys, but it's been one of the best experiences building a kingdom that I've had on the game, so yeah.
One of the best experiences building a kingdom he's had so far in this game, so, I mean, there you go, 3092 being one of the best kingdoms experiences for Jeanzy here. Bus Driver, I mean, you've been on this channel like 10 plus times at this point, but a little introduction for those that don't know who you are.
Yeah, so let me actually add a little bit to Jeanzy. So Jeanzy is actually, I mean, I don't want to disrespect anyone, but he's probably actually the one that's actually running the kingdom right now. And when things went down in 68, right, and then we moved over, Peacemaker retired, it you know, obviously we got humiliated that last KVK where it was things weren't looking good. Jeanzy actually like reached out and he goes, hey, you know, because he was on our migrant list, he goes, I'm still committed to coming. He had like a group, right, he's already kind of like a leader with his group. He goes like, you know, I'm excited to like just, you know, build the kingdom. And then I don't know, it's actually kind of crazy. I don't know what he does for a living, but he's on all the time, right? So like we have like a fort tracker, he's always like #1 in the fort tracker. And he's like, he volunteered like, you know, because when you start out a new kingdom, especially a kingdom like 3092, right, you had to build out shells, you had to get rid of, you know, some like dead weights, some rogues and stuff. He kind of just like stepped up, volunteered for a lot of things, did like more than like just a great job. Right, so like right now, he probably holds R5 more than any other player in the kingdom, and like for the day-to-day stuff, he's him, and there's a group, right? There's probably like 6 or 7, but he's probably doing the most as far as actually running the kingdom. So he's not just some like new migrant that's like, oh, it's fun building line. He's actually like, and he's never run a kingdom before, which is a crazy thing. So I just kind of want to hype him up a little bit because it's actually super impressive.
There you go.
Just kind of seeing how it.
Yeah, perks from working from home, I guess. Too much spare time.
By the way, let me go ahead and thank Cortex for the raid. GG's to Cortex. Be sure to check out Cortex. He's back to streaming and creating content. I've been telling this guy when he was in 2268 to do it, and now that he's chilling in 2293, he's been killing it over there with War Daddy Jazzo. So go.
No, I actually see Buster. What's up, Buster?
Buster in here as well.
And Gorilla's in here too. All right, yeah. And then as far as me, you know, obviously I have a YouTube channel, not as big as Ploto's. I've been doing that for about a year. I was in 68 with Ploto, and you know, came over to 3092. So I'm also having fun helping build this kingdom, learning a lot about like the other side of the game. So, you know, like I guess like some of the feedback I'll give today when seeing like farmer fighter, right? It would be very different from how I would view it from 6 months ago. So excited to be back. I think this is my favorite thing you do. So, you know, I'm glad to be on it.
Yeah, man. I mean, the backstory of how you even got to 2268, I remember the first video I watched was like, oh, damn, you gave me a shout out for farmer fighter. So I guess I got to be doing these things more because, you know, YouTube being part of the leadership in 3092 now. I keep saying 2268. But you guys being the leadership in 3092 is
960 needs some help recruiting. You know, you gotta do more of this.
Yeah, I gotta get the 960 folks on here next so that we could have some help recruiting apparently. But we are back at it, farmer fighter again. You could still submit. I believe we have, let me count, let me go ahead and go to the other screen here. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. We have 10 submissions, which is actually pretty good. So we're probably gonna do 10 to 20 submissions depending on how many we get, and we'll go through them. And again, if you are new to the channel, don't know what farmer fighter is, this is a series where you submit your accounts via Discord. We go through the screenshots, we go through the spiel. This one doesn't actually have any text, but if there's text, we go through it, and then I ask the guests, are they a farmer or are they a or are they a fighter? And it's really interesting because the guests, depending on who's on, it kind of really dictates if you get that farmer fighter title. We'll see how tough or how easy Bus Driver and Jeanzy are. Starting off with 3208 Quacks here. So YRN Quacks, we have 160 million power, 35 billion KP. You got 1 2 3 4 5 an 8-digit starting with the number 4. Pretty much you could round up to 5 if you really wanted to. Man, this account is looking pretty crazy as is. Takes negative trades according to this Lost Kingdom thing. I guess I could start off with Bus, the veteran here. What do you think when you see this account?
This is like a top 0.1% or even higher account. This, yeah.
This is
sure that's
I mean, everything's pretty ridiculous, right? There's probably, I mean, in reality, there's probably not even 100 accounts in Rock that's better than this. Just from like, you know, everything at first glance. So it's not much to say.
Yeah, this is crazy. How about you, Jeanzy? What do you think of this account when you see it?
I think this is pretty obvious, this one, to be honest. 35 billion KP.
Damn, look at the gear. Sheesh.
Right, so like this account was probably made about like what beginning of 2020.
Yeah,
no,
around
2020.
there. I think so.
So I mean, I don't know, just
F5 on how many sets?
This is just like a flex at this point. My goodness.
yeah, just flexing. We can show it off, but there's not much for us to say about it.
All right, so that is a pretty easy fighter to start off with. Crazy account by Quacks of 3208. Chat also agreeing with the two of you. So the way that this will work is you have two guests, and if they both say farmer fighter, then they're farmer fighter. But if it's 1-to-1, chat will be the tiebreaker here. So this is Box from Skdy GT. So this is a fellow alliance mate here, but you guys could be as harsh or as nice as you want to be. This is GT Box from at 83 million power, 14.5 billion KP. Pretty old ID. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 digit starting with the number 1, but 48.6 million deads. I guess here we could start off with Jeanzy. What do you think of Box's account right now?
Yeah, 8 digit with a 14 starting. That's how many KVKs is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to work it out.
2019. Look at this. 2019 February 1st is when they made their account.
Right, yeah. So KVK, they would have entered SOC around beginning of 2020. Am I right with that? Like a year after the beginning?
I didn't even think
so
2020 they had SOC. They they're playing KVK 3 like over and over again.
Yeah. Not bad. I probably would have expected more KP from someone in 60 GT with that age, but maybe he had a break from the game. I don't know.
I will say, like, some of the stats are not counted because they started counting KP later, so that might be.
Yeah.
Like, it is such an old account. That's the thing. But
what's the equipment look like?
The equipment's. I mean, they sent screenshots here. Iconic level 1 for most of them. The boots iconic level 4. Make sure you got that march speed on the infantry, especially. Got that infantry sets pants, which is interesting. Infantry. Iconic level 5 crits. So I mean, it's looking pretty solid for gear.
Got a good attack as well.
So farmer fighter.
Starting with fighter.
You're starting with fighter.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We got one fighter. It is up to you now, Mr. Bus Driver. What do you think of GT Box?
So I don't think you're gonna get a player from 60 GT, and we're gonna say farmer. All right now, so first of all, the KP numbers are getting more and more ridiculous, right? For a couple of reasons. One, just the power creep level. Just because someone's been playing a lot longer. Like right now, right? We're like, oh, 2 bill KP and a KVK or whatever. It's like, oh, that's good, but it's not that great. If you go back like 4 years ago, it's way harder to get 2 bill KP and a KVK just because the commanders aren't pumping out as much damage, right? Like there's just like a lot of factors. So it's like common when you see like an older account, you're like, oh, the KP number should be much higher, but it's important to take into account that, you know, even the nature of like getting KP in this game has changed a lot over the last few years. I mean, like for like a GT account, like there's some crazy ones, right? So this is like probably just like a kind of like a standard one. It's still a really, really good account. But for, you know, if you're going to put some like the crazy GT standard, it's probably like an average account there, right? Well, I guess, so it's obviously a fighter. But it just, you know, we would like to have him 3092. Come over, Box.
I believe he was also a new migrant with me, so I don't know if I think he was in R2 with me. I don't remember exactly who it was, but we got 2 fighters. Chat actually split 51% farmer, 49% fighter, but because we had our 2 guests in unison here.
Who are these? Who voted? You had no farmer in this?
I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where you see the 60 GT tag is like, oh man, I expect whatever. But
yeah, sure. No. Box, I appreciate you. You're clearly a fighter.
And it's also because Box, I feel like, has a lot of friends that are trolling on one chat, so might be.
Gorilla definitely voted farmer.
Meme voters, there you go. Box said I voted myself farmer, so there you go. Ritz coming alongside. Oh, I can't say it. Being alongside Box. Hello, I am big noob Ritz. I love Ploto. Ritz is, I think, one of my longest members at 2 years. So keep that in mind. But although, you know, his stats are actually pretty crazy at 90.4 million power and 19.4 billion KP. An older account as well. But you can see the KP breakdown here. A lot of it, the ratio being really good, and you know, the T5 ratio. A bit like 1-to-2 T5 ratio to T4. The deads, yo, Ritz, your count's pretty crazy, huh? 83.3 million deads. At SVIP, I guess showing the VIP level here. Consecutive login days as well, 2,167 consecutive login days. You can see the deads in this last KVK, or deads recently, I guess. I'd assume it'd be a recent KVK. They just Ritz being in 1606. They actually fought your friend, our friend actually, Big Kane, bus driver, in that last KVK. So
Yeah, gotta choose your words carefully, man. People will clip it.
yeah, I'm getting used to it, man. I'm getting used to it. Kill points 14th, almost got that free autark, but they've got the free autark in the dead. So there you go. This is the same KVK as that as Quacks, by the way. So pretty insane accounts coming out of that KVK.
Quacks rank 1 for dust.
Rank 1 in healing as well. Wait, rank 1 in healing's... No, rank 7 in healing. I was about to say, rank 1 in healing's crazy. What the heck? But yeah, I guess, Bus, what do you think when looking at Ritz's accounts? Initial thoughts?
I mean, same as Box. Probably like a notch more impressive. Like obviously a fighter. Can we see the equipment and stuff?
Oh my god. The wedge formation is crazy, bruh. We got level 5, level 5, level 5, level 5. Level 5, level 5 on the accessories is crazy. The amount of materials you spent on that is insane.
So it's like 200 or something. It's crazy.
It is insane, bruh. But yeah. So similar to Box.
Those ornaments look crazy.
Yeah, the armaments are... Whew, I mean...
Is it just did you show one set or you showed all of them? You just showed that one
he just
set?
showed the best set. He just showed showed the best of the
Oh,
best.
interesting.
You know?
Oh, interesting. Okay. So,
Where's the rest? Come on.
yeah, it's like going. Everyone looks rich when they go out. What about the other 6 marches, man? No, it's clearly a fighter. So some of the numbers coming out of that KVK is pretty crazy. Like I don't know if you saw, like Big Kane actually like broke 4 bill.
Oh really?
I don't think he even hit. I don't think he even hit 3 bill before in a KVK. You know, there's a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
In that KVK, I'm really jealous.
I don't think I've ever seen a Zig fight that cool as well. Like everyone was at the Zig when it was opening, and they were just fighting over it. It was crazy.
The towers, just the towers.
Yeah, all the towers around the Zig.
Yeah.
Just shooting at 1606 is that was pretty insane.
Yeah.
Right? So we got fighter from bus driver. What do you think, Jeanzy?
Yeah, it's definitely a fighter.
Alrighty. Fighter from Jeanzy as well, I think. Oh, there you go. Oh, this guy has a whole spreadsheet, bro. You see this? This guy has a whole graphic for...
Oh, there we go. Oh, so he wasn't hiding it. You just didn't see it.
No, he just posted it. He just posted it now.
Oh, there we go. Shit, that looks just like what I'm about to share later. So his stuff is better than mine.
There you go. We got iconic level 1, but pretty much all crit for the second cav set. So definitely a cav main here. Got 3 cav sets. Got 2 inf sets, 1 archer set, and 1 leadership set. So,
yeah, I don't know. Do you know when like KVK weapons and helms came out? It's kind of interesting that he went with the set cav helm, but he also has like a account from
KVK. I mean, it's definitely when I was already in, so that was like maybe 2020 is when they came out. Like it was maybe 2021. I think 2021 is when they came out. So, all right.
Yeah. Then okay, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I think you two saying farmer, chat saying, you two saying fighter, chat saying fighter, Freudian slip. Ritz got the fighter. What were you gonna say, Bus?
No, just like without knowing too much about the account, right? It just looks like if he's been playing that account the whole time, it just looks like a really well maintained like mid spend account.
I mean, 83 million deads. I don't know if that's mid spend, but I agree.
Yeah, but I mean for the account age, right? Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Well, the reason why is because like if you start getting into the armaments.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you could tell, right, because the armaments started like January of last year, so we're coming up on about 2 years. So everyone had about the same amount of time. So like about how far he got his armaments is where I'm guessing mid spin.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe he started becoming mid spender recently when arms came out, type of vibe. Okay. The next account, I am Anton. I am a low to mid spender. Started spending 3 months ago. Maxed my King Scaro. Wow, already one step ahead of me. I have not maxed my King Scaro yet. I was spending only 30 gem supplies and Lucerne. Started playing December of 2023 and current 730 days of logins. Play T4 till I hit 1 bill KP and unlock T5 August 11th, 2024 during KVK against 1875. Wait, let me just double check.
How does he have 730 days and started playing a year ago?
Good point.
All right. Anyways,
I mean, that's... Oh, I guess that is a year ago. We currently are in KVK. Past 4, I made 500... this is like 600 million KP in the past 2 altars together. Made... Wow. This is like a math equation right here. All the pop-ups are Crystal Tech and 1 Mountain Warfare. Alright, these are the pairings. WW Luchez, UK Herman, CPO Metmed, Nevsky, Joan Prime. So, what do we think of this account? It is rather young. That is why that kind of compensates for the KP and all the stuff we were talking about. Maybe you meant 2022 for... Yeah, 2022. They meant 2022. So, Jeanzy, what do you think of I Am Anton's account?
Well, I've been doing quite a bit of recruiting recently, and I've seen what KP most IDs around that area have, and it does seem a bit on the high side, I believe. I need to look up more though. What's his deads?
Deads, let's see. At 10.1 million deads.
145 ID, so he will have entered SOC around after about a year. So he's played around maybe 4 or 5 KVKs in SOC. He's at 2.2 bill. Siding with Farmer, but close. I think people around that ID. That's not bad for that ID.
So you're siding with Farmer, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Jeanzy with the first Farmer call of the stream. What do you think, Bus, of this account?
My friend was talking to me. Okay, so was this like the whole KVK or is it just after Zone 5? The initial write-up?
Looks like just after they're like in the middle of waiting for Zone 7 or Pass 7 to open because there weren't any Pass 7 stats and no Kingsland stats. So currently in the KVK, while altars are open, you know, in that Zone 6, you're just chilling, waiting for Pass 7s to open type of vibe.
So he's over a bill KP so far before Pass 7 opens?
He's 671 million KP thus far. In this KVK.
Oh no. I meant 30. Okay, he's like probably like about 40 mil kills so far. Can I see his equipment again?
You got the iconic level 1, got the purple accessories, got the March speed accessories here. I forgot what boots these are called. Got the KVK stuff though, so. Got the value pants here, and then of course the weapon as well. And then wow, these this art set's actually better than mine, which is crazy.
I mean, so I think it's a fighter, right? You know, honestly, this will be an account where we would actually be interested in like interviewing just to see if, you know, personality wise is a good fit, because this is something where we don't have to compete with like 1606 or 960 for this player, right? But it's like a younger account that's kind of in that in between range where you give him another KBK, like, it's gonna progress. So I think it's a fighter, and it would be an account we'd be interested in, at least like chatting with.
Maybe I'm feeling a bit brutal tonight. Who knows?
Yeah, there you go. We got bus driver with the fighter. So this is the first time that two guests have been split 1-to-1. Farmer for Jeanzy, fighter for bus. It is up to chat. Chat, use the right of democracy. We have the vote, so make sure you guys vote for I am Anton. I will be closing the votes in a little bit here. Let's do a little countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And chat, overwhelmingly going towards fighter as well. So Anton or Antonio, in the chat, you are a fighter with chat and bus driver. There you go.
Oh, wait. Is that him in chat? Here, wait. Let me type it.
I assume so. Kill breakdown. The kill breakdown. I mean, it's a newer account, but even as a newer account, it is still more T5 than T4. So that's pretty good.
So Anton, yeah, that's our Discord. So join there, and then we can chat more. So, and here's the reason why, right? So if he just started spending recently, and that's very normal. Like, I think I'm gonna guess most people, they start playing this game, and especially if they haven't played another mobile game before or whatever, they're not gonna like, yeah, let me just jump in and start spending right away, right? It slowly sucks you in, right? So from what it sounds like, it really does. And then like one thing happens, and then like you become desensitized to it. But like he also talked about like how he like really upped his spending recently, and then you could kind of see the results in this last KBK. Like, yeah, this would definitely be an account we'd be really interested in. And like if you're just looking at the stats like on the surface, you might be like miss some of these clues that he's dropping. But
there you go. Bus driver finding his first recruit of the stream.
There you go. Let's go, Anton.
By the way, 3092 looking for migrants. These two are hunting low key.
Yes.
So
we're looking to take. Oh, let me just give a pitch. We're looking to take about 20 more, right? To kind of just move up. We don't want to flood it with too many people at once, but like you kind of go up to the next level and kind of grow together and fight like the next level up. So, Anton, definitely message us or join our Discord and we'll create a ticket.
Alrighty. So the next account here. By the way, we have a ton of accounts coming in. Shout out to everyone for bringing in their accounts. This always happens every single time. And like, there's like actually 10 accounts before the stream started is actually quite a bit. But now we have quite a couple of them. So we are going to be closing submissions pretty soon here. Not yet, but we're going to be closing it pretty soon. Be sure to submit after we go through this next account. After we go through Alfred's account here, we'll be closing submissions. So just wanted to put that out there so that I know Jeanzy, you're from the EU, so it's pretty late for you. Appreciate you for coming on again. But yeah, Alfred Primus focus forced me to do this. Field fighter / occasional Whelie to help fill gaps. Measly marches of Hua Will, Nev Jones, Skippy Liu, Zhuge Herman. Waiting for the new caps to use with the leadership gear for my 5th march. Finished 5 SOC KVKs, currently in my 9th KVK versus 1818 and 2748. That's currently like going on right now, right? Entered SOC at 400 million KP, made maybe 400 million KP my first SOC, which was Orleans. Last 3 KVKs were stratagems plus HA X2. Average kills of 60 million per and 40 million healed. So above and beyond X2 for the achievements. Before that, I was much more of a mid-range hit wreck, but nothing more. Also, more focused on leading and organizing than field fighting. So as leaders, you guys kind of understand it's hard to field and lead at the same time, but we got Alfred at 83 million power, 4.7 billion KP. I mean, it's still a rather young account, right? I don't know if it's... I guess this is now middle-aged, right? But as soon as I see 9 digits, I think it's young. But that's just me.
It's starting to get to like... It's like a young middle-aged account. Because that's kind of around my ID, and I'm a young middle-aged account now.
This guy's hitting the midlife crisis for Rise of Kingdoms players.
Yeah.
But we got 11.5 billion deads. I guess we could start off with Bus. Like, what are your thoughts when you see this account? First thoughts.
Alfred, if you're looking for a new kingdom, we would be interested in you too. So, I mean, this is kind of like, it's like, to me, right? The last two accounts were fairly similar. It's just this one has maybe like one or two more, probably like 2 more KVKs on the last one, right? And like for March, like it's just, you're not calling him like some super fighter that's getting like 5 bill KP, right, per KVK, right? But he's, what do you say, he got like 60 million kills last 2 KVKs. That's like about 1 billion KP each, right? Like, and you know, he's doing some more leading, like which, you know, anyone that's done that or just had to like deal with other stuff, it just it takes away from your open field fighting. You know, you're focused on so many more things. Like for sure you can't go like KP goblin that. You just can't do it. If you, and especially if you're leading and you do it and other people see you, right? So like there's even that part. So it just looks like I mean, it's clearly a fighter to me, right? Without even seeing his equipment and all that stuff.
There you go. What do you think, Jeanzy? What is your first thoughts on that?
I'll start off by retracting my farmer stain on Anton. I did it for the content, so chat could vote, you know. So okay. Moving on. Yeah, this guy's clearly 30 mil per and then 60 mil for the last 2. That's, and you've got to think as well, in those earlier KVKs, you've not got as many marchers. So it's hard to put those numbers up, especially when your account's young. I do think this guy's a fighter.
Alrighty.
I do want to see his equipment. Did you actually show his equipment? Did I just like black out or something?
This is,
can you open it up again?
This is the equipment. So some crit pieces, but everything's still iconic level 1. Still working on the iconics. Just making sure that they have all of their equipment for these marches, and then working on the quality. So I mean, it makes sense. So we got double fighter. Chat also saying fighter. So this is a unanimous fighter for Alfred here. Man, what happened to all the farmers? So there's no farmers in this submitting anymore? It's crazy.
Your previous guests are setting the standard really, really high. You know, they're scaring people away.
I mean, maybe, but you were one of my previous guest bus drivers, so maybe it was your fault. By the way,
I gave Bacon a fighter. You know?
And look what happened. Joking. All right, we are going to be closing submissions. Shout out to everyone that submitted. I'll be closing it. All right, if people are hearing me, I'm going to be closing it in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep in mind, you could submit and then comment later. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Bacon's in your chat. What's up, Bacon?
And now he's Mr. Cocky over here. All right, there you go. You gave Bacon a fighter, and he actually became one. Oh. So congrats.
Gigi's here too. It's like nostalgic.
Now I'm dead weight. All right, we have Minty in here. Minty. So far, I've played 6 KVKs. I am a field fighter. The KVKs where I do about 500 mil or so kill points was versus 1093, and the KVKs where I do 470 million kill points was versus 1718. Minimal spending outside of KVK 3 SOC KVKs thus far was main war lead for 5 and 6. So another war lead coming in to farmer fighter. We got Nevsky Jones, CPL Uche, Juge Herman, Huo YSG. Wow, Huo YSG. Some dude named Primus forced me to do this again. So
wait, do you know who Primus is?
If I see the name in chat, perhaps, but off the top, not really. All right, let's see. We got Cap Minty XFL. Okay. We have 2 billion KP, 2 billion KP, 58 million power, 580 million power. What's crazy? I don't know why I said that. But you could see the breakdown. A bit more T4s and T5s, but, you know, recently played 3 SOCs, so perhaps, you know, that being the reason. Deads, 7.2 million deads. This is the year. So, Jeanzy, I feel like I give you the hard ones, but I'll go ahead and ask you this question. Farmer or fighter first impressions?
Yeah, so it's the newest ID we've had. Yeah. 2 bill for that ID is good. Been going through a lot of IDs in the 150s today, and not many of them are 2 bill. So that's definitely good for the age. What does the equipment look like?
Equipment's, this is the equipment, so. I mean, got the, looks like has a cav set, has imp set, has an archer set. 3 accessories, 3 rings.
Going back to what I said before, really, with these new accounts, when at that age, to get that amount of KP, it's hard. It's not easy. And he was wall leading for 2 of the KVKs as well. I completely feel the pain with wall leading and trying to fight at the same time. It's horrible. Like trying to place a marker and your marchers just get sucked into the ball and goodbye.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh wait, there's even Tides of War KVK stats here, so you could see the score, KP, deads. So definitely a field fighter. But when you're newer accounts and not that big of a spender, minimal spending.
Low spend as well. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with fighter for this one.
Okay, we got fighter from Jeanzy. Bus driver. What do you think of this?
I would say fighter. Now this one would actually, I'm not sure we would actually take. It's like promising, right? But it's almost just like a little bit too young. Or we kind of would like to see one more KVK to see how they do. But definitely a fighter to me.
Alrighty. We got 2 fighters from the judges here. Chat saying farmer, but barely. But 2-1, still going fighter. Wow. This is fighter. A ton of fighters in a row here. Let us see.
I feel like I've talked to.
1, 2,
I feel like
3,
I've talked to
4,
Minty
5,
before.
6, 7.
Minty might have applied before, right? Maybe to 68. I don't remember.
I think I've seen in a Discord somewhere, maybe not application, but just around Discord.
Alrighty. We got the Great Fake. Low spender autark stat from last KVK. Better fighter than Lil Kane. Oh.
Wow, okay.
Damn. Okay. We got these are the autarks from last KVK. Autark stats from last KVK. So they got 101 million kills. They got 49 million units. So 1 to 2 trades for that. The KVK is pretty good. We got 14.7 billion kill points. 25.6 million deads. 86 million power. This is a KP breakdown. A lot. Majority of the kills being T5 here. So a lot of T5 kills. Oh, they're from Big Kane's Kingdom. That's why they're just trolling Big Kane. I was like, yo, is this beef or what? But
Well, say like you have to be able to scroll up. Is that, you know, where's Big King? I think Big King's higher up on that autark.
Is he? I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's higher up.
But you could see heal points at 13th, kill points at 7th. So got that free autark from there. Well, not free. I guess it's the most expensive autark you can get. But what do you think, bus driver? Looking at this account, VIP 17, 1,966 login days.
Definitely a fighter. I feel like I'm just gonna say fighter for every single account on here.
I mean, the accounts that we've had the past couple of farmer fighters. Oh, look at this! He did get higher than Big Kane.
Ah, interesting. You mean Little Kane? Little Kane,
my bad. You, but Big Kane got him beat on deads though. So does it? I don't know.
No. It's whoever has more. It's whoever has more KP.
KP's the only thing that matters. Oh wow, got the lead, got the Lilith pass here, showing how much they've spent.
Oh wow. So is that 15? Is that like about 16 grand?
I don't know. I forget how much the Lilith pass.
I refuse to look. I actually have no idea how much I spent. I don't plan on ever looking.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, it's depressing. Don't look.
I just don't want to look.
It's apparently $800 or 7.9k. I don't know which one it is. Chat saying two different things, but 8k. Okay, it's 8k.
So half of the number is how much they spent.
I guess you just add like a decimal boop.
We've had like 5 people give 5 different numbers.
I don't know what it is, man. I don't know.
What's the ID again?
I don't look either. The ID is I mean, it's 8 digits starting with a 2.
Okay, that's a fighter.
Yeah, I'd say fighter as well. The VIP looked a bit low though.
Okay. Yeah, he's a lower VIP player, but double fighter from these guys. We got a fighter in the chat as well. Bigger than little Kane. For whatever that I guess in terms of KP, that KVK. Alrighty. We got Ona. Played 6 KVKs in a low A seed where I started playing competitively and started spending. SS before 6 KVKs in low A seed and after. Okay, before and after. Spent total of 5.5k USD. This KVK already got my Z5 performance, so hopefully we'll get above 1.3 bill as it did in my last 3 KVKs. In KVK I was doing pop-ups only. Just last and current KVK I added 1 Mountain Warfare. Was limited with speed up, recovery, and off-season KD active spending, recovered around 300-400 days in off-season, taking 3rd pop. Every KVK zeroing my speed ups, working on 6 March. So we got the before, which is this, and the after. Oh, is this after and before? Wait, which one's
what's his name? Can you say it on stream real quick?
I'll say Jiujitsu, but I'll call this guy
Jiujitsu.
Demonetization.
Excuse me, cock. This guy's awesome. All right, oh no. Actually, I think I recognize this guy. I think I mentored him before.
Yeah, I don't know. This name's quite memorable. I don't know why.
Yeah, this guy's.
This is the current stats.
Your sense of humor fits right in 3092 Jiujitsu. Oh no.
Bye.
Alrighty, let's see. Farmer or fighter? Let's see what chat says. But this is a current stats, so 86 million power, 7.3 billion KP. We could go ahead and look at deads, 22.8 million deads. The ID, it is older, it is younger than my account. It's 8 digit, but starting with a 9. You can see the KP breakdown, a lot more T5s and T4s. So I guess Jeanzy, what do you think of Mr. Jiujitsu?
I think compared to some of the ones we've had, his KP that he's got has not been as much as, like, if you were to scale some of those accounts that we've just looked at that were 150 ID back to the same ID this account has, I think they would have more than this one. Obviously fights though, 7 bill plus. What's the past? Have we got like the past few KVKs? How many kills he's got on each one?
Apparently 1.3 billion KP last 3 KVKs.
Each, out of each. I'd say fighter, based on that past performance. Maybe he had a break from the game or something at some point, and that's why it's a bit low. But yeah, based off those last 3 KVKs, it's definitely a fighter.
3 KVKs back. 2 KVKs back. So these are the stats here. Last KVK against 1316. So
yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah,
okay.
I'd say fighter.
Okay.
Ploto, are you? Can you share your screen on Discord?
Sure. Yeah.
Because some of it's kind of hard to see on the stream.
You guys see it?
Let's see.
It's also on Discord as well. If you guys want.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Oops. And then can you go to the equipment again?
Equipment on this. When bus driver wants to look at your equipment, that means he's looking at recruiting you. He wants to.
Oh no, for sure.
He wants to
Guys,
see.
Just the name, just the names alone, you know. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's like a solid fighter to me.
Alrighty, we got double fighter. Chat also saying fighter at 71%. Wow, this is a pretty high margin. So the fighter streak continues. Next we have, let me see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10. Alright, we'll try to get through these a bit faster so that our European friend can sleep. But got 2691 Feya. Hey, don't mind me sneaking in here. I'm in my 6th KVK right now, 3rd SOC KVK. Our Kingsland is over, and I don't think there's going to be any more fighting. I'm a low spender who buys only the $20 basic crystal tech. I can't do too much, but I enjoy the game and fighting, especially when my screen is flashing red. Okay, they like tanking. Wow, that's a rarity. But I respect tankers for sure. Those are always the best times at the front of the ball. I hate Olympia and I love Arc. Right now, I'm saving for the 10th generation release, though I'm not sure yet whether I should be opening a 4th March soon or be sticking to my 3 Marches for a few KVKs longer. There's also an expertise YSG sitting on my bench, but otherwise I don't have much really. This current KVK was my best so far, with a little over 70 million kills and 40 million healed. My kingdom journey has been not too eventful. I had been in my starting kingdom 3243 for my first 4 KVKs, but now the last 2 KVKs I've been in 2691, where I think I found my ROK family. Damn, this is a cute paragraph, Brett. Great people.
No. Your ROK family is with 3092. I know what you're talking about.
Great people.
No.
Both KVKs and have been awesome. Wow, already trying to recruit. Hasn't even seen the stats yet, but let's see the stats here.
Yeah, take a look first.
You got
Feya okay.
At 66 million power, but 3 billion KP. And
this is a low spend? $20?
20 buccarinos at the front of the ball, mind you. So
I struggle to believe this is a low spend, to be honest.
Yeah.
That is pretty crazy. So
lick my crit. Oh my god. What is going on? All right.
We got 6.4 million dead, so definitely a field fighter focused, but as a low spend 66 million power, you're not gonna be forced to swarm a
with
flag.
3 marches in KVK 6.
3
I mean, it's definitely
marches.
like a low spend.
Yeah,
It's
An instant invite to 39.2 from me.
So
this
Jeanzy's
is like-
going first. Jeanzy's going first. What are you saying about this account? What do you think, farmer fighter?
this is. I mean,
so-
okay,
fighter, sure.
so it's for sure a fighter, right? Now, like if you look at like everything else, like 3 marches, $20, like like the equipment, it's actually kind of in line with like a low spend. But then like this is next level KP Goblin. This is kind of like we have a guy in our kingdom called like Whiskey Dicks, and whatever he was at, right? There's like no one else was even within like 50% of them. Like, and we're like, we don't know what he's doing, but every time we look, KP just keeps going up. Like, this is what it kind of feels like with this person.
Yeah, I mean, they said they don't mind tanking, so
Yeah.
but still
I mean,
positive trade. 70 million kills to 50 million dead.
Yeah, I mean, like how many accounts are you gonna find at that age or at that KP, right? They're doing something.
Yeah,
So you gotta say fighter.
That's the best 160 ID I've seen.
Yeah. Feya, if you get sick of your family, you want a new family, let us know.
Kilda said They chains a lot. So I mean, at $20 spent of crystal
Yeah,
attack.
that's wild.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Wow.
95% farmer. This is a fighter, rather, by the way. 2 fighters in the judges here with a 95% fighter rate. This is the highest rate, I believe, this stream. So
More than Ritz and the first guy, Quack.
yeah, I think. So there you go.
Whoa! We have a Jeanzy fan here.
Jeanzy,
Oh.
I love you.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Not
Oh, I know this guy. It's from my old kingdom. Oh no.
I got 18 KVKs, roll, potato map drawer, sad face specialist, diplo chat annoyance, dark mulu discoverer, garrison sometimes, pairs outdated, see below. Okay, so we got, how do you say this? GG's? I don't know.
Yes. Few weeks.
Guigs?
Yeah.
Gweeks.
Guigs 24. At 1.9 billion KP, 70.5 million power. And since this is your boy,
Yeah, I know this guy.
I'm gonna Jeanzy. Jeanzy,
Oh no.
you gotta make the call, man. Farmer or fighter.
Yeah, well, he draws good maps. Yeah. So
22.8
draws
million
Yeah,
deads.
Here. I'll go first. It's a farmer. I'll say it for him. It's a farmer.
Okay, damn.
yeah.
Seems like a-
bus driver with a farmer. Boo.
Wow, he has a cocoon on a city garrison.
Oh my god.
Oh.
2018. This is a rise of civilizations player.
Yeah, I mean it's just the accounts. The account's pretty old for that KP. You know, there's no way around it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Guigs. You're a farmer. Don't hate me.
But you're a fighter with your sense of humor.
He's a fighter in the sense of drawing maps. He's good at maps.
So he's a farmer, but you get cool maps if you get him in.
Yeah, he's a good data guy as well. He's got colors on his spreadsheet.
Oh wait, data. Wait.
Yeah, data guy.
Hold. It's 3092. Need more data, guys.
Now we have a data monster. Sawtooth.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we will have our first farmer of the stream. Chat, unanimous farmer. Jeanzy, I love you. He betrayed you anyways. Gave you a farmer.
Gee, I felt like if I didn't jump in, Jeanzy would have said fighter. He got boxed in.
She's a great player, was managing 30 to 43 leadership and all those. She's a pretty new player. She said she's very active. GG Feya. Yeah, Feya was a great account to look
Yeah,
at.
Feya, 3092. Check us out. You know.
Alright, check out 3092. By the way, we are halfway through these submissions. It'd be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe to the channel, like the stream. Ploto
Yeah,
Gaming.
let me like the stream real quick.
Currently in 1960, but with my boys in 3092, the new 2268. Always give them some love.
The debauchery of 2268 went to 3092.
Okay, there you go. But we got Big DW going on next, by the way. We got Kill Day. Is that how you say it?
Kill Dave, farmer.
But you can see that they're barb chaining. I like the fact that they're using their AP. That's a plus.
Yeah.
I'm not a judge though, so I'll let you guys judge here. Since bus driver bailed you out last time, Jeanzy, what do you think of this account? 96.7 million power, 12.1 billion KP in GV77. So currently versing 1365 in that crazy KVK. 27.7 million deads. 1,517 days. VIP 19, almost making their way up to VIP SVIP. I keep saying VIP 20, but what are your thoughts overall right now?
Well, firstly, chaining W. Chaining gets a lot of extra value. Good KP for the age, and is in 2377. I mean, they're not going to accept a farmer. Let's be real. I'm siding with Fighter for this one.
Siding with Fighter. Fighter from Jeanzy. What do you think, Mr. Bus Driver? of Gene.
So Kilday played in 68 with us, right, for a KVK, I think, and then went to 77 after that.
Yeah.
And like every time he pops in the streams, like saying like about how he's doing in the KVK, he's getting like crazy fighting in that kingdom. So it's definitely a fighter.
All right. I believe
armaments look good too.
Yeah, I believe when they migrated out, they gave me their resources. So shout out. But there you go. We got fighter for Kilday. All right, we got Skdy, our old ally in 2268. That in that tough KVK, but a campmate, not even an ally, campmate. But been in loads of KVKs. Had this account in a C/D seed for a long time, just chilling, having fun in smaller KVKs. With me being king and getting more busier maintaining that king, I decided to migrate it to my own KD, which is Imperium, to having my accounts in the same KVK. This is a low spender account, mostly only spent on Crystal Tech and nothing else. This is an open field account with a few garrison commanders if needed, but it's just open field. I random TP and kill. March is Guan plus Alex. When swap comes around, I'll be swapping Leonidas for Liu Che and replacing Guan with Liu Che. Then I got Scipio Prime with Ragnar Prime. Juge with Boudica. Been experimenting with who to use secondary for Juge. Don't have many archers available, but this is decently tanking, but open for suggestions. Got past 7 opening in 3 days. Joan Prime plus William. And CJ plus Honda. Wow.
Oh,
that is interesting. Sure, we got, but Skdy, of course, we know Skdy from last KVK bust. So I'll start off with you.
Oh God. All right. I'm going to say farmer.
Ooh, okay.
100
million power, 5.2 billion KP. We have 29.7 million deads. We didn't look at the ID. ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 digits. Wow.
He's a fossil, this guy.
Yeah, it's I think probably one of the oldest accounts you ever had on here. So like, first of all, I like Skdy, right? Like, but the Liu Che thing, oh man, that you chose a lot of commanders over Liu Che, which I think is the best commander of the game. It's I'm glad he's finally going to swap Leonidas for him, but that's wild. And then I don't know, CJ and Honda, that's before my time, but
yeah, I think he would have probably got an extra billion KP if he maxed Liu Che at release.
Yeah,
an extra billion is crazy. An extra billion is crazy, but also might be true.
Yeah, well, Liu Che, yeah, I mean,
he's not good.
Listen, like you roll your face on the keyboard with a Liu Che march and it trade's positive.
Yeah,
you can't say that for any other march. And it's just like it's just like that account's very old. Sorry Skdy, but hopefully when you make that trade, Leonidas, you'll notice a huge difference.
I'm also surprised not to see any Nevsky nor Hua in this. They got the Joan Prime.
Yeah, and also like the Joan Williams it's a tough pairing, right? Because like especially for Cavs, you need a commander to boost skill damage. So you literally pick the 2 AoEs, but you're missing the skill damage increase. And I've tried it just to try it, and with a force manager, it does not trade nearly as well with pairing like Hua, Nevsky, or Belly with one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm just glass as well. There's just no defense side. Well, it's a bit of HP,
but yes, our campmate 2 KVKs ago, sorry Skdy. I feel kind of bad, but
they maxed a lot of commanders here.
Gotta be honest.
They got Zeno, they got Amatore, they got Nebu, they got Sargon.
But no Liu Che.
Or you know what? I'm surprised you didn't mention Herman Prime at all. Like
I'm Herman too, right? It's just
But perhaps having a lot of gold heads before, but now with the commander releases coming, I feel like they're coming out really fast. I feel like the commanders are releasing fast. They both
I'm actually
fast, but yeah.
I wonder what the limitations are on with swapping, right? because like I don't know what, maybe it's just me, but I really want Cho, and I'm really hoping you could actually swap to get Cho, the garrison commander. So we'll see.
Yeah, apparently I barely did stuff on this account for like 8 months and it suffered a bit. There you go, that's why. And they ended up expertising Ragnar. So, I mean, so
oh, he wants you to check his armaments.
Oh, check armaments.
Maybe he's gonna redeem. All right, let's check the armaments.
Oh, right here, right here. You know what's crazy? They're still better than mine.
Really?
Yeah, this. I think they're still better than
All
mine.
right, his two hunters, you know.
I mean, that's one more hunter than me. So, but yeah. Jeanzy, do you have an opinion on this account or?
I'm gonna have to go farmer just because of the age and KP really.
Alrighty.
Just too long.
Age and
Too little
KP.
KP.
You got double farmer. Chat also saying farmer. Skdy, man. You gotta give us an update once you get good commanders, because I feel like that's really holding you back.
So like, and just like Skdy, right? So for let's just say for that KP, if you just gave me the account age, like once it starts getting to like, you know, like 8 digits and about like 6, you know, like so 60 mil something ID, that's when it's like, okay, like the age of the account and the KP, like they don't kind of like match up anymore, right? And this one is like a 7 digit, so it's not even so much the KP, it's a KP relative to the age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, 5 bill is 5 bill, right? But it's 5 bill.
Yeah, but it's like how
2018 account. Yeah.
How many KVKs was that over again?
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. All right, we got Mr. 7 Days to Die player. But how do you say this name again? Blackstone? Bile
GT, I don't know.
Bellette? I don't know. We butchered that for sure, but my very first account, carrying all my mistakes and glories. I took a break for 1 year, recently came back. Please refer VIP for account age. I think my account is at its teenage year. Low spender, went back to KVK2 once. Current KD, which we have captured with the leadership team with Jump Project. Going back to KVK2 really killed my account development. Newbie mistake, but the KD is doing great now. 3 stars. Okay. So
this guy's a YouTuber.
Yeah, content creator.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 digit. I'd expect it to be younger with it being in KVK2, but interesting.
Yeah, well, I guess he migrated back, right?
Yeah, true. That's what he's saying about account.
Also, if you took a break for a year, there's some I forgot what you can do, where like if you're taking an extended break like that, you can actually migrate like a older account. I don't know if it's KVK1, but for sure, like obviously you could do KVK2, but I think you might have taken advantage of that. But I want to say you can actually do KVK1 if you take a very long break with an older account.
I think it's an older account with a certain amount of power, though. I don't think it's like an 81 million power account could go back to KVK1. It's like
that'd be pretty disgusting. Like it's like there's no protection for these young players.
Okay, I read this wrong. I thought he made a new account, but no, this is the first account. 81.2 million power, 4.1 billion KP. Even with a 1 year break is kind of crazy. 11.1 million deads. His name used to be Garrison, like Blackstone Garrison. I guess off the Garrison grind now. You can see the KP breakdown is really lopsided because of the early KVKs that they migrated to and all that stuff. But bus driver, what do you think of our fellow content creators account here? Let me go ahead and
it's like a very very slightly fighter, right? Just because you could go back and like the KP is not the same, right? Like if you're going back to KVK2 and doing that stuff, well, I was still a fighter, but it's not as strong as like if he never migrated back, and you know, a lot more T5 than T4s, but it's still like a really healthy amount of KP for the account age.
Yeah.
Right. So I would say very, very, very close, and I'll give it a very slight fighter.
Alrighty, we got fighter from Mr. Bus Driver. What do you think, Jeanzy?
Yeah, I was going to say if he didn't migrate back to KVK2 and he had a year break, that was actually a really good score. But with migrating back to KVK2, it's easier to get KP, isn't it? So I'd still go Fire, because he had a year break. So I mean, if you take into consideration that year break, what's his actual ID?
Yeah.
130, maybe 135. And with that KP, that's quite good. So I'd go with Fighter.
Alrighty, we got double fighter. Chat also saying fighter. So the YouTuber getting a fighter from all of us. Okay.
I actually like his. I like the top. I mean, I don't think I actually watched it, but I like the topics that he's looking to cover. You know,
it's very
it's
like
good ideas,
statistical math based stuff. From what I see, it's a lot of spreadsheets, a lot of
really
data driven stuff. So yeah, good stuff. I mean, I feel like you guys have pretty similar accounts in terms of topics. All right, let us go into the next account. Jazzo. Hey there, been here 1 to 2 years ago.
Redemption.
When you called me a farmer, where I was called a farmer. So here's attempt number 2. I wonder who called you a farmer. But
wasn't you?
That's why I'm the host.
17.
That's why I'm the host, because I don't like the smoke, you know. Like...
No, because you're Mr. Neutral, you know. Yeah.
Here's attempt number 2. Been 17 KVKs. My pairs: Joe, Nev, Wo, William, XY, Justinian. So 3 cap pairs. TP Liche, one in that infantry. Jiggy Herman.
I decided to go with a siege.
And Margaret Gonzalo. There you go. I'm a low spender, mostly in low CD KVKs, focused on open field fighting, but have done some garrison and rally when needed. Fun fact, Max Heraclius this KVK took 2 imprisons with a 150 million KP gain from swarms and less than 500k debt, so very impressive swarm take there. Let us go ahead and start off with Jeanzy. What do you think of this account coming back for the redemption arc? 79.7 million power, 9.2 billion KP. What are your initial thoughts when looking at this account?
So, firstly, Siege Appreciator, so W.
Siege Appreciator.
The free cav, he's gonna like. It's going to be a good choice when this new cav comes out. I think it's going to be really good, and he's going to have 3 good marches to use with it. Old ID though for the KP. But it was a garrison. Harder to get KP if you're a garrison. You know, your best
31.5 million beds.
Just sign a flag. I'll go with Fire. This one.
Okay.
Have we got any past KVKs actually before I make my decision?
No past KVKs.
No past KVKs.
No,
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll go Fire.
Bus driver. What is your initial thoughts? Wow, even got isn't this a siege gear for?
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, full legendary.
Full legendary siege gears. They're committed to that siege march. And then they're max as well. Look, they got the Margaret and everything. They got the Gonzalo.
I like
max.
So,
and the drum.
Can you go to the write up again? Like what he said. Let me see.
Low spender and mostly AC KVKs focus on open field.
1 or 2 years ago, it was called a farmer. 17 KVKs.
So what is that, like
low spender?
Half a billion KP per KVK?
Yeah, and you kind of assume like the first 3 is like kind of a wash, right? So
Okay.
you're taking like 14.
That's about 700 mil per KVK. Not terrible.
2018 December 9th was the account created.
I really kind of wish I could see an altar, because like looking at that equipment, the KP should be higher, right? So like if there's at least an altar where it's higher,
or like recent KVK stats, perhaps.
Yeah, because you bring like these like 6 marches on the field, you should do like really well, right? Which means like the KP should be a little higher. I I would say fighter, but I'm a little torn. Fighter.
Okay, so Jeanzy, you said farmer or yeah, you said I forgot.
Yeah, fighter.
You said fighter.
What's the VIP at again?
Wes said fighter. VIP 17. 1,887.
That's a low spend. Yeah, I'll give it a fighter.
Chat also agreeing with you guys, by the way. So unanimous fighter with the redemption. I'd be so curious to see what your initial submission was. Maybe I could take a look at that in a bit, but
yeah, which is kind of because
there you go.
Looks pretty good.
Art. Okay, let us go into the next account here. We got Whelie. Did 6 KVKs total. Field account. Who's slowly working towards more marches. Low spender. Still buy all the pop-ups because F it. Mostly did KVKs in Seed B and A. Just moved to C Seed due to university work BS. Currently at 490 million KP during 7th KVK for Zone 5. Farmer who enjoys fighting from time to time. So we got 63.9 million power. Pretty young ID. Demon Slayer Enjoyer at 3.6 billion KP. This is the KP breakdown, and then this is the autarchs. So what do you think here, Jeanzy, of this account? First impression.
I think I might be sending a recruitment message there for this one. It's very good for the ID. 6 KVKs, 3.6 bill. Definitely a fighter. I mean, I'm not even sure I need to look at much else, to be honest. Does he have any past KVKs? Other than the auto?
No past KVK
I mean,
stats.
it is pretty obvious. That amount of KP after 6 KVKs. I mean, like I said before, you're not using as many marches as to get, and it's really hard to get KP early on. So that's a solid account. Definitely a fighter.
Yeah. You're currently using CPLC, ZL Herman, Nev Jones, so the best KP marches right now for each troop type.
Is it 3 marches? He's not made a 4th yet.
Yeah, I mean he's
working on a 4th.
Yeah,
working on a 4th.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Sick. All right, we got 1 fighter so far. By the way, the account we just reviewed. You know how they came back? They got Farmer from when I had 960 as guests.
Oh, was it Fish?
Yeah,
Fish on.
Fish
that was just like let's just cut down everyone except for probably was a fighter back then.
Alrighty, what do you think?
I think it's a fighter. Whelie, if you're watching, we would like to recruit you.
There you go. I mean, technically, you have all of their discords, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. We'll trade some notes after. Yeah.
Well, we got double fighter.
Jeanzy keeps mentioning like, oh, the ID, the KV, because like he has like a list of like 1,800.
I've just looked through my list. He's on that.
Okay, he has like a list of like 1,800 like names that he's gonna hit up, and he's gone through like 300. So he's real familiar with like ID and KP and all that stuff right now.
Chat a bunch of ops, he says, but 50-50 on chat. But the guests here unanimously, my goodness, I can't talk, have voted you a fighter. So Whelie, you are a fighter. Waffle or Logic from 3265. FYI, this account was bought like 3 or 4 KVKs ago. That's the reason for the super old ID and KP for the age. Most of the KP was gained after the account was bought, of course. The DKP was shown from the most recent KVK versus 1960, as well as the Arctic kills on the profile being from after the account was bought, and this is a mid-spending account, open field focus that zeroes itself of speeds every KVK going all out. Also below, I added a picture of the 1960 kills leaderboard where the count is on it in the chat below. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's a bot account. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it is a rather old account, huh? The autarchs are from the account's owner now. Let's see. Is there any of the base stats here? You got 9.5 billion KP, 93 million power, 3.5 million deads, and then the ID being that ID. So, Jeanzy, what are your initial thoughts when looking at this account that we're seeing right now?
What date was it bought again? Did it say how recent?
What date was it bought? They said 3 KVKs ago. 3 or 4 KVKs ago.
Do we have any idea how much KP it had at the time that it was bought?
They didn't say, but they have stats of their last KVK.
That'll do.
So this, I'm guessing this is KP and this is deads.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Is that the last KVK?
Yeah, that's the KVK. So this is the 1 versus 2 versus 1 960 KVK that just happened. So.
All right. And
Yeah.
what alliance was he a part of?
The 3265 side. So.
So it was against.
Yeah,
960.
he's against 960.
That's not bad, to be fair. Against 960. How does the equipment look in ornaments? We got screenshots on those.
We have a full crit set of archer gear. We have 4 crits on the infantry gear, iconic level 5 chest and legs here. We got the perp pants here, missing an accessory, and then the purple gear on the 5th set here. So and ranked ranked 41 in last KVK in terms of KP.
Yeah, not much to go off. It's a bot account. I would have, if we had a few more KVKs, it would have been easier to sort of decide. But I feel like 1 bill against 1960 is pretty good. I'd probably side towards fighter just because of that 1 KVK. If I didn't have that KVK, I would have said farmer, but that's good against 1960.
Alrighty, we got 1 fighter. What do you think, best driver of this account? It's kind of hard to judge, I guess.
Yeah, so this is like, I think like anyone that's watching, they do recruiting, right? This is like one of those accounts where you would really like to like talk to the person and kind of get a better feel, because obviously the account, the equipment will be good enough for most kingdoms. And then you just wonder, like, okay, how about the actual player that owns it now, right? So, like, if he has, like, 1 KVK where he did pretty well, that alleviates some concerns. Like, I would say fighter, but, like, if I was actually, like, I don't even remember the last account we had, like a Whelie or something, right? Like, if you actually gave me the choice between the two, I actually would probably be more, like, inclined to like, rate Whelie higher, even though this account's like way further along, right? But like that one probably as far as a player would be more solid, but I would say fighter for this.
Okay, double fighter. Chat also barely saying fighter, but also fighter. So that is fighter for Mr. Logix here. We have 2 more accounts left, so Mr. EU, you could go to sleep soon, I promise. But here we go. We got Kappa. Hi, just finished my 8th KVK. I'm mostly field fighter, even though I'm on my way to build a garrison since I've maxed Gorgo recently. I run 5 marches: Liu, Alex, Nevsky, William, ZL Herman, CPO WW, Shajar YSG. All comms are maxed except for Cav William, he's 5551. In January, with the commander swap, I'll get Ragnar and run him with CPO. I also prepare a 2nd Cav March for my 6th March, as I've Joan 54315 right now, working on her with daily bundle and waiting for new Cav to come in January or February. Started playing in 3054 rather, a total noob without any plans on what to do after KVK 3. Kind of got the hang of the game, started to gain some KP each KVK. This is my first KVK with 28-18 and also my best one so far, finishing 32nd on the KP leaderboard in KVK. This is also my first KVK with more than 65 million power since I won the Zenith just before this KVK started. So a lot of context. Let's see. It is a rather young account, but 88.7 million power, 3.6 billion KP. I'll let you guys choose. Who wants to go first on this account? 8.5 million power. Like, what do you guys think overall of this account? Just from what we've seen so far.
Oh, there's so many good young IDs on this review today.
Lick slips.
Yeah, this. It
goes in DMs.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, I'm in DMs right now. Yeah, fighter. Just the ID and the KP. There's no way you can get to that KP in that space of time without being a fighter. At 150 as an ID.
Alrighty, there you go. We got fighter. From Mr. Jeanzy. What do you think, bus driver?
Yeah, I would say fighter. I kind of, I don't know. You could request in the future. I mean, it won't be for me, right? But like, it really helps if you could see the equipment on the different commanders, like the screenshots that way, or kind of like what Ritz did.
How many marches does he have?
He has 5. He's working on 6.
Let me see how Res posted.
That's pretty fast.
Oh, it's because I did it like this. I gotta change this. Okay. Yeah, I'll change that.
Yeah, because like where else? Like you know, like you could kind of. But yeah, definitely a fighter. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a younger account that's maintained really well.
Has he got Cho maxed? I saw the Archer gear on Cho.
Yeah, that's my boy Cho.
Alrighty, so we got fighter for Kappa. The last submission of farmer fighter. Boo. Wait, let me see. Is it last submission? Dude, they posted gallery. Last submission farmer fighter. We got Blackstone. I'm a young Kraken. Okay, wow. Young Kraken that is starting his last K2. Yes, I spent too much. North of 100k now. But yes, I'm doing my best. I started in 34.21, went back to KVK in 34.97, and now in 35.60 to work on my gear, KP, and mostly gold heads. My K1 was pretty much no fighting and barely broke 500 million KP, but since then I have been averaging 700 million to 1 bill per KVK. Can't really play Ark of Osiris on weekends, so that's a downside. No SOC commanders yet, almost 1,800 gold heads, and working on saving up materials for infantry set and greatest glory. Either way, I love the game and I'm highly addicted. So this is an account that keeps migrating back, saving gold heads, but really young accounts, 109 million power, 3.3 billion KP. No SOC commanders yet. Man, what do you think, bus driver, when you see this account? Is this
So I think I saw this account. Someone showed this to me before. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? It's like, this is like one of the like more well-known, I think, like newer Krakens, you know. 3092 Blackstone. I think he actually already has a kingdom he's going to. Definitely a fighter. Now, like, this. I'm not even saying this as like a way, like to be disrespectful, but like when you spend that much money in the game,
it's hard not to be a fighter.
it's hard not to be a fighter. Like you just can't like I don't know how good he is, but like it's regardless, he's gonna just overpower everyone he's come across up until like KBK 5.
Fair.
Right.
Okay. So, you can see the gear and all that kind of stuff. What do you think, Jeanzy? This final account of this farmer fighter before our own accounts, of course, but
yeah, as Bus says, I don't think it'd be very difficult to spend that amount and be a farmer.
Alrighty. So 2 fighters. Chat
definitely a fighter.
Also saying fighter. Apparently he's going to 1029, so Lambo got a good one. If he is going to 1029.
Yeah, I think Appa's going there too, right?
Is Appa going there as well? I mean, I'd assume so, right? That would make sense. So 1029 gonna be having a lot of big players. And that is it for the submissions, but because the 3 of us have been judging your accounts, it would only be fair if you get to judge ours as well. So who wants to go first in this judging thing? DD, who wants to share the screen first?
You go first, Ploto.
You want me to go first? Okay, I can go
yeah.
first. Like, let me share my screen again. Alrighty, let me just set this up on OBS. Is it display capture? Right? don't know why it's like that. But I don't know why this is zoomed in. It was zoomed in for some reason. Give me a sec. That's good enough, right? You can see everything that you need to. Okay, so this is my account. Kind of just chilling. Someone asked for the pre-KVK rankings, by the way. So this is the pre-KVK rankings, if you guys were wondering. Nothing changed too much. We trained a little bit more. 3.3 billion. It is still 1846 in second place at 1.2 billion, and then I'm not too sure if 2049 has trained yet, but anyways, we're talking about my account, not the KVK. Ploto Gaming. How do you start this? I'm at 86 million power, 17 billion KP, 29.8 million deads. What else matters? I guess KP breakdown. A lot of it being T5 kills. We look at gear and stuff. So this is my calf sets. This is
look
my
about ready to be a rally lead or something.
Not in 960, bro.
Get your armaments up there.
We got this is my inf sets, then this is my archer sets, then my secondary calf sets, secondary archer sets, and secondary inf sets. I don't know why it's missing an accessory. It's probably because I have it somewhere else, but I do have enough accessories, I think. Or maybe I don't. I don't know.
Is it because it's on Heraclius?
Oh yeah, that's why. There you go. Boom.
Did you get to use Heraclius yet?
No. Just I mean I got a 8K view video on it, so I guess that's that's enough use. But
there you
go. And then this is my leadership set that I have in Heraclius, just chilling. Armaments, dude, we could skip the armament part and
no, let's take a look.
Yeah, let's see.
Those are my armaments, my cap armaments, balanced hunter, and battled. I don't even know what these are actually. Focus fire. I mean, it's not bad. I just got this.
No. We want to see sets 2 through 7. You know, kind of like Ritz. You know, we want to see the best set.
All right, fine. This is my.
No, that's not bad. Like, where are you?
My imp stuff. I mean, yeah, we'll take it. You know. But the thing about me, ever since the armament system came out, I've been like the biggest hater. So I've been trying to not do it as much as possible or invest in it. This is my secondary archer stuff.
So if one of the best whites, not bad.
Yeah, there you go. And then this is my secondary cav, I think.
We've got double on there.
And then secondary, whatchamacallit? What's this? Archer, yeah.
Archer.
Another double. Which one's the double?
I just gotta work on the stats, to be honest. And then this is the one you don't want to look at. This is the one you don't want to look at.
Oh,
because this is wet. This is arch formation that I don't open for. But this is.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Let's not look at that. Let's turn away. It's
okay. When you could do the armament swap, you could get some descriptions on there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't know what else to look at. I think that's it.
How close are you to SVIP?
I just got VIP 19, so I'm not really that close.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, we're slowly but surely getting there. But yeah. Okay.
Right.
So I guess I gotta ask you to farmer or fighter, and then I gotta ask Chad as well.
Fighter.
Yeah, fighter. 15 mil KP. Is that where you're at?
17.
I'm at
17. Oh,
I'm at 17. I was able to get 500 mil before I left 960 that BC KVK FTP. I still have to make a video about that. Yeah, that is my accounts. We got the 2 judges, so chat doesn't matter. I can give myself the farmer title without chat.
You got 60. Oh no, we gotta cater to the will of the people.
Nah.
62% farmer.
This is like the It's like the French government back in the day where
Clearly a bot account. I agree.
nobility has one vote, clergy has one vote, and then the people have one vote. So,
all right.
alrighty,
Jesus.
who's next?
I'll go first, I guess. Here,
Alrighty, let's see Bus. Mr. Bus Driver. We go ahead. And there we go. All right.
All right. So I started playing July of 2022.
Did you make slides for this?
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not that prepared.
I update my my profile every few months. So
Damn.
Altark was from that KVK when I first went to 68. The last two have not been that good. Just the fighting hasn't been the same. But yeah, like 132 ID. I guess I'm like a younger middle age account now. I'm not a young account anymore, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I hit VIP 18 maybe like a month and a half ago. Yeah, I keep my power relatively low. The highest I ever hit was 91 mil. I don't know. Maybe with this new matchmaking system where they don't count power, I might push it higher. But I just never felt compelled to go higher in power. And then probably the weakest part of my Altark is the deads. I have 11 million deads and 9 KVKs.
Oh,
and then here's my.
I feel like I'm watching a bus driver video right now.
Yeah, here's what I'm currently running. I don't know. I decided to go really wide, right? Obviously, I do 222 and then like a siege. You can see like I'm just missing iconic crystals, So really, I'm kind of like crafting at the speed where I get iconic crystals, and then if not, I'm just kind of upgrading to like Awaken 2 for a lot of this stuff. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Armaments, I don't really have any irrelevant stats, but it's also a little boring because there's just not a lot of opportunities to upgrade. So I'm really just waiting to get special inscriptions or get doubles, or else that's probably just where the armaments are going to be.
The armaments are looking crazy, man. I mean, they're looking really good.
Yeah, thanks. I need a couple more hunters.
You'll get them soon. You'll get them soon. I mean, you just got one, right? So.
Yeah. Hopefully this next one. Hopefully, some of you that are looking to join us, we could win a hunter together in this next KVK.
There you go. Migration pitch yet again.
Yeah. Migration.
I'll be
Yeah,
sure
well,
to link
that's it.
what is it? Give me the link to the thing. I'll put it in the description for the VOD. But yeah. So Jeanzy, what do you think of bus driver? You gotta say farmer or fighter.
It's got to be fire, hasn't it? Really. I mean, I'd be going against a lot of my fighters that I declared earlier if I said farmer. So, yeah, 5 bill KP, 130 ID, definitely a fighter.
Chat also agreeing with you. So that is. I feel like we're just patting each other on the back right now, but let's go ahead and continue the pat.
The circle. The elephant circle jerk meme.
Let's go, Jeanzy. Let's look at your account. I actually don't know what your account looks like at all, so this is gonna be.
Well, be prepared for the reel in here. Mine's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, Jeanzy's is real interesting because he got almost all his stats within the last year and a half, I want to say.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I'll let him talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You can see that.
Let me go show members. Watch this. Okay.
Alright, so is it on?
Yep.
Showing. Yeah. So ignore the ID. I'm actually a 135 ID. So I basically started playing the game seriously about a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, complete noob, deadweight, just sat at below 500 mil KP. I got 4 bill of my KP within 2 KVKs, and then the last couple have not been as much fighting. So yeah, this KP stat is basically from the last year. Before that, just yeah, so this ID is actually 130.
Pretty much from scratch. One might say.
VIP is not as high as I'd want it to be for my ID. I'll go through my marches. So this is where it gets even more interesting. So I'll go through my inf sets first. So back in the day, obviously when I was a noob, I crafted the full 6 set. I don't know why it's a 5 out of 6 here. I missed. Yeah, I need to rearrange that. But anyway, I've crafted the wrong inf pieces. Crit one of them, so I can't go back.
It's the crit that made you. It's like I have to stay.
Yeah,
now.
I had to lock in because I crit the bad piece. So yeah, where's my other set? Where's LC? I'll look at my cab instead. This is my best cab set. Also went for the 6 piece, which is not the best. This is Archer. Don't know what I'm doing here, but the second one will look. The best Archer set is 222, isn't it? This is just like what, 1 KVK piece, 2 set, 3 just, yeah, I don't know. My second cab set, so this is what I should have done to start with. This is my second set, going with the actual meta pieces. Just need to get rid of those 2. And then my best imp set, which is also looking okay. Oh, and before I forget, Siege.
Oh damn! You got the siege.
Siege.
I think this was a mistake. I think this was a mistake. I got it for the pop-up. For the bank pop-up.
Of course.
Yeah, just whale stuff. I'll go through my ornaments now. Actually, so I got pretty lucky with.
Holy crap!
Siege ornaments. I got a few doubles. Yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3 doubles, and I wouldn't actually. Traveling along with me either, so I got really lucky with that. Ornaments for these, nothing special. So my best ornament set's my arch for infantry.
Oh damn! You open for arch? Is that why?
Yeah, this is the best arch set, and it's all infantry. My wedge is not great. Still need to reroll. And for Archer, I've got another special on here. I've still got 1 hunter from last KVK that I want to put on Cav, but I've got no good piece to put it on really. But yeah, it needs some work.
Right.
Have I missed anything? I think that's everything. To be honest, deaths.
22 million deaths. Okay. Bus, what do you think of Jeanzy here, farmer fighter?
I mean, clearly a fighter, right? Like, who would not want to come to 3092 to fight alongside him? Yeah.
I almost forgot my best auto. Just show that.
Yeah. So I mean,
shit,
the reality is like
trades. 119 million kills, 37 million healed. That's like a 1 for 4 KVK, 1 for 3 KVK.
Yeah, so I actually interviewed him when we were still in 68, right? So it's like when when this project coming, and I remember just looking at this. I'm like, okay, like if you got let's just say 120, right? Then like what happens? And then he started like kind of telling me the story and stuff, and it made a lot more sense, right? So we've only fought 1 KBK together. It wasn't too much intense fighting, but the fighting we did have, he did really well. So like, I mean, like he's a fighter from witnessing it personally.
Alrighty, so we got bus harvesting fighter. Chat is actually split. So it's literally 50-50. So if you're in this chat right now, 113 people, we need you to vote. Is Jeanzy a fighter or a farmer?
No, we need to put Ploto on the spot. We need to put Ploto on the spot. He needs to say.
We need to vote in 5,
No,
4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, there you go. Chat voting Jeanzy as a fighter. So that makes it so that this whole stream, I think there's only 1 farmer, and it was Jeanzy's friend. So
no, there was 2.
There's 2. Oh, two. There's 2 farmers.
I voted for Skdy as well. I'm sorry, Skdy.
Oh, and Skdy. our two friends of the channel. So that's how you know there isn't any favoritism. But some good stuff. You guys have any final notes? Any last plugs for 3092? And I mean, Bus Driver's channel is also plugged in the title as well.
Yeah, just I mean, if whatever, you know, whatever shenanigans like what we talked about, if it interests you, our Discord is migrate to sv.com. Yeah, you can also like look up my channel. It's all over the place. Like as far as our Discord channel, and then like what we're I guess what differentiates us is like we're looking to build the kingdom. Like we don't want to stay at a certain seed. We want to keep building and growing, right? So if it appeals to you to kind of join a group to build and grow and like kind of make a name out of something that wasn't there before, definitely apply. And we'd love to have you for our next KVK. Migration opens in 2 days, and we're actually taking the first pop. So we'll have 2 weeks to bring in about 20 people. I think we're at like 8 or 9 right now. So we probably like 10, 11, 12 more. And then we actually want to kind of keep it there for this next KVK, kind of integrate that group, you know, and then after next KVK, then again, try to build again and kind of move on up to the next level. So yeah, definitely would love to play with you guys if that appeals to you.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at 3092 just in case they don't know. 3092 just finishing their KVK win, first KVK win as a group there. You could see some familiar alliance names at least. SV, got TP, got AM, all of the good old 2268 names here. You could see that Jeanzy is actually holding King. And you can see the group here currently at 6.3 million power, trying to make their way up. And the thing is, they're not trying to hit a seed or anything. They're just trying to get the right group of people, the right culture in. And by making that culture, the people will come. So if you like that type of mentality, if you liked the commentary of the two gentlemen I had with me, be sure to, this is my pitch, my plug to 3092, because this is a second home with all my homies that are in here from 2268 and 3092. So but yeah, any final notes from the two of you, or are we all good?
I would just say if you're a young ID and you do fight, just check your DMs over the next few days, because I'll probably be there.
Check your DMs and at least answer. Say no if you don't want to go. Just answer.
Yeah, Jeanzy's a monster. I don't know how he's messaging this many people, but you know, look for his message if you're a younger ID.
There you go. But yeah, I guess that is it for you know, the stream. Appreciate you two for coming through. It's always a pleasure having, you know, you guys as guests. Jeanzy, this is my first time interacting with you, but you know, shout out to you for helping Bus Driver and them keep the second home running. And Bus, you know, always appreciate you for coming onto the stream and giving your insights. I'm probably going to be hosting, let me just double check Forza is still alive and kicking. He's not about to leave the stream. I mean, he's only been streaming for an hour, right? There's no way he's, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and host Forza. He is also in my KVK in 2049, so the other side of the coin, but I'm a good friend of the channel, so I'm going to go ahead and host him, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
I'm rooting for the 960 side.
Thanks for having me.
All right.